This is Andi Purewal for Boxing Social. I'm now joined by the big cheese, Ted Cheeseman. Ted, how you doing?
Yeah, good mate, you?
I'm all good, thank you. We've just had your fight announced with, well, I was going to say Asinia Byfield, but he wasn't here, and you've just had a face-off with a ghost, so that must have been a first for you.
Yeah, I know, it's all part of the banner, innit? But to be honest, I'm gutted he never turned up today. It would have been good. It was good promoting the fight. But obviously, it don't matter. All that matters is on what happens on the night.
Do you think there was maybe a bit of mind play at stake here?
Nah, because there's no mind game at all. I don't know how him not turning up would affect me, do you know what I mean? Maybe if he come here and slagged me off and got in my head, maybe that would be mind games and it'd be more of a plus than not turning up and doing nothing. All he's done really is put a lot of pressure on himself by fans saying, I'm now going to be asking, why did you not show up?
You're going in for this vacant British title, and it's been a bit of a fairy tale story for yourself, I take it, just this past year or so. Where does the Ted Cheeseman story go? How far can this train go?
Hopefully it's going to go all the way, but to be honest, you never know what's around the corner. As long as I get through this and win a British title, any opportunities can come along, and I'm not a person to say no, so whatever my management team bring me, I'm happy to take, and I hope to go all the way.
When you have such a quick rise and your name gets out there and a lot of people start to follow your journey, how difficult is it just to stay grounded and not let the talk and the atmosphere surrounding you just to let you get carried away at all?
The thing is the people who go like that are the delusional people. I know like how good I can be. I know what I can do. I don't believe just because someone tells you you're the best in the world, you're the best this, you're that. It ain't true. It's just because someone says something. Anyone can tell you something. You know what I mean? But it's about knowing yourself, what level you are, knowing how good you can be, and that's all it's about. Do you know what I mean? I don't get caught up in no hype. It's boxing. Like, I've got a lot of other life to boxing. You know what I mean? I love boxing and I want to go as far as I can. But I'm not one of these people who are delusional and stuck in it and believe stuff that ain't true.
So when you're going in now with Asinia Byfield, you know, what do you know about Asinia? What type of style do you think he's going to bring come fight night?
It's just going to be awkward for a few rounds. He ain't a great counter puncher. He ain't a great forward fighter. He's just awkward. He's unorthodox, and that's what he's good at, making fights look messy. But he seems quite game. He'll probably have a go, but I just think I'll be too strong for him, and too fit and too strong, and a much higher level. I feel I'm a much higher level fighter than him. So hopefully we see that on the night.
So do you feel this is a fight where we will see Ted Cheeseman have a stoppage victory?
Yeah, 100%. This fight ain't going 12 rounds. I feel I'll get him out between 5 and 8. 5 and 9 rounds, you get what I mean? Like he ain't really going to get past that. I can't see it.
You know, when fighters set themselves this expectation, so you've just said between 5 to 8, 5 to 9 rounds. If that doesn't happen and maybe it goes 12 or the stoppage comes later on, do you feel a bit disappointed in yourself? Or?
No, not at all, because as much as I ain't delusional, I'm not saying that I'm going to get him out in 1 round. I'm being honest, and that's how I think the fight's going to plan out. I think he'll be awkward for a couple of rounds. I'll get to him. Once I start getting to him and landing, it's all about me nailing him, and as soon as I'm nailing him, it's done. Maybe if he's awkward for a bit longer, he might last a bit longer, but I just feel as soon as I get to him and he just starts blocking up, I'll get him out of there.
The light-middleweight division is absolutely flying at the minute, and one fight that's been talked about is with Anthony Fowler. Is that a fight which is of interest to you?
Yeah, I'm pushing. As long as obviously I win this fight, I've got to win this fight and I can't look past it, but I'm pushing for them fights. So I'm really trying to make these fights happen, because as much as all the people want to see it, the British public want to see it, I want to be involved in them. And so I'm pushing as hard as I can to make these fights happen.
Anthony's one, Sam Eggington's another name. You know, there are others in the domestic middle scene. Do you feel like you have to overcome all these guys before you get the opportunity to step up?
Not really. Like, I was pushing for the Eggington fight, and obviously he was getting himself out of the fight, that he was too big for the fight. You get what I mean? Like he was looking for a big fight, and obviously he had a warm up, he come unstuck, and I'm gutted for him really, because I think it'd have been a good fight and a good fight for me down the line. Do you get what I mean? But maybe if he would have just took this fight with me, it would have been a lot better loss to lose to me than it was to this person he's just lost to. So I think he's really took himself at the assumption at the moment, and it's more of Fowler, Fitzgerald, James Metcalf, Liam Williams. But at the moment, I'm on box record and everything, I'm highest ranked out of a lot of them, plus I'm the youngest, you know what I mean? So I'm only going to get better, I'm only improving, I'm only learning, so I don't know how far I can go.
I mean, what did you make of Sam's fight on the weekend?
He just looked like he weren't really a light middle. He looks like, you can see he's quite a big welter, but he looks like a very fragile light middle. Do you get what I mean? He don't look muscly. He looks just the same as he looked at welterweight, but he just obviously ain't struggling to make the weight no more.
Well, Ted, I appreciate your time. You've mentioned a few fighters that you want to get in with, but I know you've got to shoot off now, so thanks for speaking to Boxing Social.
Cheers, no problem, thanks.